Hello everyone, I'm BatPan. A bot we use is PANARANG instead of the classic BatArang. This is PANARANG. In this series of videos, I'll show you guys the functions I wanted from my game or had a question about and the way I got them to work. This video is part 3 of the function we've been creating and actually the end of it. The next part will just be a simple short game or example in which we'll use everything we learned from these 3 parts and use all of them in that game so we actually can see it in action, or with an example which makes stuff easier to understand. And the function I'm talking about for the new guys who haven't watched my previous videos is the function from a game called Amanda the Adventurer. It's for when she asks you a question and is waiting for an answer, and you fill out the answer with the keys on the keyboard. We created the base in part 1, we further modified it in part 2, and we will add an Easter egg function in this part. It's for when you can actually give 2 answers instead of 1. One of them is the correct answer and the other is an Easter egg which shows you hidden stuff. You can see a reference video right now.
Today we're going to make an apple pie.
My favorite is peach pie.
What's your favorite kind of pie? That sounds delicious.
This video will also be a short video like the previous part, so without wasting time, let's start the video. So as you guys know, this is part 3 of the Amanda the Adventurer function and the last part of the function. In the next part, as I said in the intro, we will put all the things we said in these 3 parts and put them inside a simple game so you guys can actually see it in action. What we gotta do now is we gotta open up our script, okay, and in here we're gonna add an Easter egg part. For example, you have to say, for example, cherry, as you guys saw in the intro, and you say, for example, lamb, and it turns on a special sequence for an Easter egg. So for that one, you're gonna add a string. So we say a string. I'm gonna name it Easter egg string. I'm gonna make it Easter egg string. Then at the start, I'm gonna give it the value. I'm gonna give it a value in the start section. So we say Easter egg string is equal to, for example, I don't know, lamb, and we have to make it capital. So to make them capital, we're just gonna say Easter egg string is equal to Easter egg string dot to upward, which is gonna make all the characters of the word capital. So this is what we do at the start. This is what we created in the previous video, which would type the right thing no matter if we've written the wrong thing for 3 times, then it would autocorrect us no matter what you typed. This is for true and this is for false. For the false action, we actually created an enumerator. What it does is it makes all our text red, then it waits for 1.5 seconds, then it resets everything. I'm going to create the same thing for the true function. So we actually have a function for the true function. So you guys know, I'm going to do the exact same thing as I did for the wrong answer. You guys saw that in the previous videos. Correct answer, CO, which stands for coroutine. Then under here, I'm going to just copy this for the color. Instead of red, I'm just going to say green. Then I wait for 1.5 seconds, use return new. Wait 4 seconds, waiting for 1.5 seconds. Then I reset everything. For the reset, you can, just copy all of this and paste them here. These are all the same thing. Just, make the wrong number, delete the wrong number plus. When you, copy this and paste this, just be careful to, just remember to, delete the wrong number plus. Because when you type the true thing, you don't have to, increase the wrong number by 1. This was for the correct answer. Instead of, making it green here, we're just going to call our enumerator from here. So we say start coroutine, correct answer CO. We have to, delete that, put the. So this is how we call that. So for the correct answer, instead of saying wrong number plus, you're gonna have to make the wrong number equal to 0. When you type, the wrong answer 2 times, then you type the right answer. And again, if you type something wrong, for the 4th time, it's gonna, autocorrect you. And that's not what we want. So when you, reset everything in the correct answers coroutine, you have to make the wrong number equal to 0 instead of, wrong number plus in the wrong answer. This was not the actual part. To create the actual part, we go right here under for each character, under the else, not in the make right, under the make right, in the else. When you type the right thing, check if you have typed the wrong thing or not. You go here between these lines. I'm gonna say Easter egg, so you guys know this is actually added. In here, we're just gonna say if code int is equal to Easter egg string dot length. For example, lamb has 4 letters. If it reached, if we have typed the keyboard 4 times, we just come in here and check if we have, given our Easter egg. If we have, show the Easter egg. If we have not, we do nothing, we just continue our code. So under here, we're just gonna check if we have found our Easter egg. To check for that, we're just gonna say if tester, which you guys know from the previous videos is actually a place where we put all our words in, so we can compare it with the actual sentence to say if it is actually true or false. We did the same thing in the previous videos. In here we're just gonna say if it is actually equal to the Easter egg string. If it is, then we have found our Easter egg. You can say found Easter egg. I'm actually going to create a new function for this as well. So I'm going to say can write is actually equal to false. So we won't be able to write anymore. If you watch the previous videos, you guys understand what I'm doing right now. I'm just going to create an enumerator for the function of finding the Easter egg. So I'm going to hit in here, on top of the correct answer, I'm going to create another enumerator. I'm going to say Easter egg CO, which means I found the Easter egg. So I'm going to say, so what I'm gonna do, I want to make the text yellow when I found the Easter egg. So instead of green, I'm just gonna copy this and paste it here. I'm gonna make it yellow. Then I'm gonna make it 1.5f. Then again, I want to reset everything, and I can just reset it like the correct answer. You can just copy it and paste it here. So house number 0, code int 0, wrong number equal to 0, tester is actually equal to empty. In here, we're gonna say start coroutine. We're actually gonna call our enumerator the Easter egg coroutine we just created right now, which is actually this. Then after that, we just break out of the code so it doesn't even continue and check everything. Let's actually go and check it out. So if I type lamb, it gets yellow, it resets automatically. If I type the wrong thing, it gets red and it resets. And if I type the correct thing, it gets green and resets. If I type the wrong thing for 3 times, I'm just gonna press Q again and again. It will automatically correct us. As you guys see, it's gonna turn bluish. And you can give the Easter egg from outside the code. To give the Easter egg from outside the code, you're just gonna have to go to your string and make it a serialized field. So you make it a serialized field, and you just delete this Easter egg string equal to lamb. You delete it from here so it doesn't give it at the start. When you click on the object you give your script to, you see an empty space for the Easter egg string. You can give it lamb here, or I'm gonna say PANBAT instead of BatPan. So I found a bug and I have a fix for that. So when you have the exact number of characters as your holder value for your Easter egg, for example, BatPan and PANBAT has the same amount of characters. Both have 6 characters. When you put PANBAT in here, it's not gonna recognize it as an Easter egg. It's gonna recognize it as a wrong answer. So the fix is actually easy. To fix that, you go to your code, you just create a new boolean. You're gonna call it found Easter egg. I'm gonna call it found Easter egg, and at first I'm gonna make it false. And you just go here, and when you find the Easter egg here, on top of your start coroutine, Easter egg coroutine, you're just gonna say found Easter egg equal to 3. And go on inside your Easter egg coroutine. When you reset everything, you go in here. Before saying can write is equal to true, it doesn't matter you put it here or here. I'm just gonna put it here. Just gonna say found Easter egg is equal to false. So you guys can actually check it out again. So what you guys gonna do is you guys gonna make it equal to true in here, so it doesn't go inside here and here again. You make it true on up there and make it false under here. And how to stop making it recognized as a wrong answer is in here. When you say code int is equal to holder.length, which is gonna break out of your code, you're gonna add 2 ands. You're gonna say and found Easter egg is equal to false. So when we have not found an Easter egg and our answer was not an Easter egg, and we have reached our the same characters as our holder, then you can go check and if it is actually true or false. You have to add the same thing for here. So you say space and found Easter egg is equal to false. So we say if code int is equal to holder.length and found Easter egg is equal to false, then you can go under here and say if it is actually true or false. So we go and check it out. It's going to be fixed this time. So when I say PANBAT, it's going to recognize it as an Easter egg, and it's not going to recognize it as a wrong answer. So if I type PANBAT it's gonna recognize it as an Easter egg. See, and if I type BatPan, this is the correct answer. And if I type PanBat, it is the Easter egg. When I type Pan BBB, it's gonna recognize it as a wrong answer. If I type wrong again, it is wrong. If I type wrong again, it is wrong. If I type anything else, it's gonna, complete it automatically. You can also create a function for the, when it, automatically, gives you the answer. You know what? I'll create it. I'm just gonna create it fast. So I'm gonna say start coroutine. I'm gonna give it the name of correct us CO. I'm gonna copy it so I can give it the enumerator. So enumerator with the name of correct us CO. You guys have to be careful about the naming. The naming has to be the same. So I just copy this. Instead of this, I'm gonna give it the honor1. Then I just reset everything like the correct answer. When it automatically types the answer for you, it is the right answer. So this is the function. This is actually it. When I type the wrong thing for 3 times, it will automatically correct us and it will reset everything so we can type again. So if I type W again and again, it's gonna say BatPan. It will reset and we can type again. We can type our Easter egg, or you can type the wrong answer, or you can type the correct answer yourself. So this was actually the function we created in this video, the Easter egg function. I hope you guys understood it. I tried to explain it as simple as I could. I'm gonna put all the functions we said in these 3 parts, and we're gonna put it inside a simple game so you guys can actually see it in action. You guys can see it in a live example. I'm gonna go do something for the end of the video as I did in my previous videos. So this is what I created for the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoy it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.